Okay, so here's the 3 canvas boards now. They're not canvases, they're canvas boards that I did a very brief composition over. It's in 3 colours. The colours I've chose white, black and yellow ochre. You can see what how chaotic they are, right? But I'm going to go back in on all of them and bring out the composition I originally started with again. Okay? Hi everyone, I'm just going to demonstrate now. This board's dry. Like I said to you before, normally we would work on a canvas, and if you get a canvas, get one that goes around. Don't get a skinny little one or the ones with staples down the side. Make sure the canvas goes right around. That's the best way to go to get the best results. So I'm just going to reinforce the composition I originally did now. Because when you look at this, you think, oh, I've lost the whole composition. No, what you do is you reinforce it again. This is going to take layers and layers and layers. So you just reinforce the lines you originally put there. And I get a bit lost here. Oh, that come down there, didn't it? Just come out here. Now I'm going to replace that with another one. This is still a bit wet, but anyway, we're going to go with it because I want to, and I'll reinforce this composition with white. Remember, we're just working with 3 colours. See, it's exciting me already. Not that much. When this goes over the top, you know, the layering. And this whole exercise, like, I attended a workshop by Fred Kress, you know, 100 years ago. And this is what he used to do. And I find just throwing the paint over the original composition, it frees you up instantly. You know, like whatever constrictions you have. Oh, I don't want to go outside the line. Oh, I don't want to mess it up and all this stuff. It's gone. You just go bang. Yeah, it's working really well, see? And now I'll just do this last one. And I'm going to, after that dries, I'm going to get back again with, I might do a little brush here and go so that it's not obliterating the line. And I'm going to develop that a bit more, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I've done. Now, everybody works differently. Me, I always overshoot the runway, and I've got to find my way back. Like, it's always chaos, and then and then work out some sort of order in the chaos. Other people, it's sort of like I said about, you know, exploring the 40 acres. I'm tearing around the 40 acres, but some people go around with a map and a compass. And that doesn't mean, like I said, you know, if you love vanilla, doesn't mean to say you have to hate chocolate. Everybody's different. Sometimes I need to borrow your compass because I get lost in the chaos. I find this exciting already. I hope you are. Are you just getting excited? I am. I'll just do this and then we'll... space up there. And I'll wait for that to dry, the three of them to dry now, and then I'll develop them a bit sooner, and I'll get back to you. Okay? See you later. Like I said, we're developing the works. Now, this particular one here, I've got a problem right-hand corner. Now, what happens when people have a problem corner? They'll do everything all around the area in preference to looking at that. And they'll change everything, hoping to get it right, and when all the time it's this. So this is my problem area that I'm going to develop later. So I want you, and you'll see the finished result. This one, now this shape in the front, can you see all that? This shape in the front is actually the page of text. Now my decision now, and that goes on last, people sort of start with that first, but the thing sitting on top should be the last thing you put on. Now this, my decision here is to which way do I want the text going. And the text I'm going to do, I'm not going to do actual words, I'm just going to do a jiggly line like words are. With this, using the black paint in the thing, I'm not going to put it on now because it's too wet. Now my decision is whether that text is going to be vertical or horizontal. So you'll see if I did it vertical, the lines would run into these lines and disappear down the bottom of the page. So you always got to be aware of the direction of things. I'm actually going to do it horizontal so it stays in the middle. This one, as you can see, is the least developed of all of them. And you see this white shape that was started out as a feather, turned into a mandarin, then a moon, is now a white bowl. That doesn't matter. Now this area here is actually the canvas. On my point of reference, the gift parcel, the drawing, this area is the raw canvas. But I'm going to actually grit it up like this, like the hessian, because I'm going to use the texture of the hessian in this area, because you can do that. You're not locked into anything. Okay, so later on I'll show you all the developed pieces with that in mind, what I've told you about the different areas and that. Okay? Rightio, let's go. Hi everyone. Well, our 6-week course has come to an end. Now that's like 3 hours over 6 weeks, so that equals 18 hours of work that's happened here. I hope you can take something out of it and put it in your own practice. I want to say I always use subject matter that your brain doesn't have a point of reference for. By that I mean if you get flowers in a vase and something, and you go to paint it or draw it, and your mind will say, oh, I know what a vase looks like, I know what a flower looks like, and subconsciously you're looking, and then you look away and just keep drawing, and you're not looking at that flower or at that vase. So I compose subject matter, like the gift parcel or piles of chairs or whatever. Your brain can't say, oh yeah, I know what that looks like, because it's never seen it before. So therefore you've got to really look at stuff. So come to the end with the gift parcel. I've got my cup of tea. If you were here at the end of 6 weeks, we'd be having a little exhibition, followed by a lunch in front of an art movie, and all finished like that. It's really lovely. So I'll put these over here if you can see. This here that I said to you this morning, I'm going to use that as actually the raw canvas in there, but I wanted to use the thread from the hessian that was in my head. So, but I've used the white, so the white, the colour of the canvas, the texture of the hessian. You can do whatever you like and let one thing inform another. It's just a shape, okay? This, remember I said I had a problem with this corner up here? I've believed I've solved that okay. That was my thing there. And this is a triptych, like it's one folds into the other. This was this piece here, and I was saying about the direction of the inverted commas writing, and how that direction, the horizontal, if I had done it vertical, it would have just, your eye would go straight out the page. You'd be very careful of that, and the direction of your brush. When you bring your brush, when you're painting, what direction you want that brush to go. You want it in here, or you want it looping round, all that sort of thing. So that's the end result. I've had a bit of a play with this one. This is just, remember I've just put the cutouts on the board and spray painted it. I hope you can see that. Spray painted it over, and then I've used the hessian again, just to do this background grid, you know, so you can expand it, minimise it. I mean, it's no work of art by any long shot, but it was fun. Whoop! So, from the original drawings, a continuous line, like this was the piece ended up with, remember? And then from that, I worked up to a collage, and this is the collage here. I like to read everything. So there's the collage again. Whoop, avalanche. There's the collage again from that. And then there's there's George Seymour again. Hello, George. It's off the back of the boards. And then the cutout, the pieces from the collage cut out, and just these are the actual pieces glued onto white paper. So, oh, did I do this one? Yeah. And this one, of course, was dividing your page up into nine sections, and really looking at your subject matter, your point of reference, your map, and putting that down in, you know, as you see it. So it's quite a comprehensive, well, I think, body of work. We've been through, I just did this for a bit of fun too. Just a little, you know, black and white thing with the shell. That's not finished yet, but that was fun. And what else I want to say is, any element in here, any shape, you know, any subject matter, it doesn't have to be locked in. You don't have to be locked into a shape. You know, like I said, you can use, you know, the texture of the hessian and the colour of something else and intermix it, and you can use, oh, look at that hessian, it's actually a grid. I'll, you know, expand that and put it there. Okay. Also, I want to say that, you know, that, I don't know if you've heard of that saying, hurt people hurt people. You know, so profound, that hurt people hurt people. So if someone's hurting you, you know they're hurting themselves. And because they're always operating from a wounded base. Now, some people flee from my class. They come here for a class, they get really brave and courageous, and they come for the class and they do one and then they bolt. And they say it's because I'm scary. They said they're terrified of me, they're scared of me, but they're not scared of me. They think they are. But what terrifies them is what they might find inside if they continue to do this. Big difference. And you'll find in doing these things, and you will release wounds, scars, whatever inside, but you're in a safe place to do it. And not only that, in the midst of the process, you're not drowned and overwhelmed by the emotion of the wound. You can take a step back because that process allows you to do that. Now, you can be creative or you can be destructive. That's it, creative, destructive. So anything you've got inside you can solve through creativity. even if you're feeling destructive, if you're feeling angry about something, be creative with it. Go and get a big canvas, get a big bucket of black paint and just go, say whatever you want. You know what I'd say, blah, and throw the black paint over the bloody canvas in in a gesture of anger. But I bet you'd go, after that, you'd go, oh, gee, that doesn't look too bad, I might do. And then you get caught up in the process. You forget the original emotion. So, so what I forgot to put Leonard on. I was going to finish with Leonard Cohen. Hold on a minute, I've got to put Leonard on. Just to wrap it up, because I love Leonard Cohen. And he hasn't been playing at all, so I'll put him on if I can find him. Dan, you want it darker. Okay. So, music by Leonard Cohen, his last record, his last CD, You Want It Darker. Okay, beautiful. Got to end it with Leonard. Now, what I wanted to say to you, and I'll finish with the words, like I said, the gift parcel was inspired by the words in the book of Desidris Orban's Understanding Art. So I want to leave you with another sentence. He says, I wish I could make it clear what an unbridgeable gap lies between creative art and a slavish imitation of reality. Ponder that. Now the last things I want to really not insist upon, I can't insist you do anything, but ask yourself, about if you've been putting off doing any creating. I haven't got the space, I haven't got the money, I haven't got the materials. You don't, I have shown you doing this, you don't need much. You don't need much at all. And what you've got to do is start, because what it is something inside of you that there's nothing like being creative. That high, you go to a higher plane that you can't get anywhere else. So, do not leave your longings unattended. See you in the next class, eh? It's been great having you. Bye. The murdering man. You want to die.